Hi guys, it's Charla from That Girl Cooks Healthy. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious stew fish. This one is for all of the fish lovers out there. So these are the ingredients that you need. I have my fish that I'm using. I also have some ginger, onions. I have some mixed bell peppers. I have some pink salt, some black pepper, some parsley, some scotch bonnet, some thyme, some pimento berries. I have some water, and I have some tomato. I also have the homemade seasoning that I just made it myself with some spices and herbs. It's quite a few herbs that I've used and spices to make that mix. So it's thyme, black pepper, garlic, cinnamon, ground coriander, ginger, paprika, and coconut sugar. But the coconut sugar is actually to balance out the flavors. So don't be put off by the use of the coconut sugar. It's actually to balance out the flavors. So I'm gonna start by washing the fish first of all. As you can see, I have some limes in a bowl, and I'm just gonna use the half of limes just to clean the inside and outside of the fish. I've already gutted the fish, so the cavity is cleaned out. It's just a matter of just doing the traditional Caribbean customs that we do to clean the fish, as I'm sure you already know. Some people use I believe like sour orange. Some people use lemon, vinegar, salt. I use a combination of limes. I'm not using vinegar this time. I'm also using you'll see me using some salt that will be coming up as well. So you really just want to make sure that you are just using the lime to really just go over the fish as much as you need to, and you want to squeeze some of that lime as well on the fish. So this is the part where I'm adding the pink salt. Again, not everybody uses salt, but this is what I grew up doing, and this is what we do. And I'm just adding some water as well, and I'm gonna continue to clean the fish with the water that I've added as well. So now I'm just gonna pour some water over the fish just to finalize the whole cleansing process and finish things up. So as you can see, the fish is cleaned and ready to go, and I'm gonna just dry them off first of all. So I've already dried off the fish. I just use some kitchen towel to dry the inside and the outside of the fish. So now I just need to make some incisions in the skin of the fish just so I can season it now. So you just want to take a knife and you want to make some little just some incisions. You want to do it diagonally as well, and you don't want to go too deep when you're doing this. You just need about 2 to 3. Some people slice lengthways as well, but I just do it like this. And you want to do it to both of the fish that you have, and you also want to turn the fish over and repeat the same step. So now I'm gonna grab the homemade seasoning that I made, and I'm gonna mix this together first of all. So it's important to do that just to make sure that all of the spices are evenly distributed before you season the fish, so that there's no uneven parts. So yeah, you just want to just take your spoon and just mix it together a few times, and then once it's combined, then you can start to season the fish. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle the seasoning on the outside of the fish, and then I'm gonna flip it over and add the seasoning, and I'm also going to add the seasoning on the inside of the fish as well. And guys, be generous with the seasoning, like, you know, use a whole load of the seasoning, you know, don't be tight or mean with the seasoning. You want to use quite a bit of the seasoning and really go in when you're using it, and then you just really want to just, you know, make sure that everywhere has a bit of the seasoning, and once I've done that, I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah, you want to leave it for a few hours, or you can leave it overnight when you've finished with that process. We're gonna bake the fish in the oven. Yes, we're not going to fry the fish, so you want to add some olive oil to some foil. Make sure you add olive oil. I didn't have any parchment paper, but normally I'll put the fish on parchment paper to stop it from sticking. So if you don't have parchment paper and you're following this method, you want to make sure that you have you're using plenty of oil, or the fish is going to stick and then you're not going to be very happy. So definitely use a parchment paper, or like I said, make sure the foil is well coated. And I'm gonna add my fish to the foil, and then once I've done that, I'm just going to wrap it up securely before I put it in the oven, and I'm gonna allow it to bake. So this is what the fish looks like after I finished baking him in the oven, and I'm just gonna put this to a side because I won't need the fish just yet, because I need to make the sauce for the fish to go into. So now I'm gonna heat up a saucepan and then add some olive oil to the pan. And then I'm gonna add my onions. Then I'm gonna add my garlic and ginger. And I'm just going to cook those until they begin to soften. So now I'm going to add my mixed bell peppers, and I'm going to continue to cook these until they also begin to soften. So now I'm going to add my tomato to the pan. I'm just going to pour all of that in. And I'm just going to mix that in with the other ingredients, just slightly. So now I'm going to add my scotch bonnet, my thyme that I've tied together, and also my pimento berries. And then I'm gonna add just a small amount of black pepper, and then some parsley, and some more of my fish seasoning as well. And then I'm gonna add my warm water as well. just gonna allow the tomato mixture to heat through before I add the fish. So our mixture is heated through, so now I'm just gonna add the fish that I baked earlier. Now we have the fish in the pan. You just want to start to cover the fish with the sauce and also the bell peppers and onions. So you want to just baste the fish with the sauce, and that's gonna just allow it to cook through and also just take on the flavor as well of the sauce. And I'm just gonna leave this now to cook down some more, so you know it really becomes more flavorsome and tasty once I've done that. This is what the fish looks like now. I also added some more water as well. You want to keep an eye on the liquid level to make sure that it doesn't dry out as well, and add more liquid if you need to. So mine is ready to go right now, so I'm just going to remove the thyme that I added, the stems, the scotch bonnet. I'm going to take that out too. And I'm just going to add some pink salt as well, just to make sure that, you know, I have enough flavor to mine as well. And it's pretty much ready now to eat. So guys, this is how the stew fish looks right now. It's ready to eat. As I said, the link to the recipe is in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.